In this video, I'll be showing how to use redstone repeaters that creates your Arduino circuit for a classic Jeb door. So in my last video, I basically built this elevator, and unfortunately, it had malfunction. Basically, I did all the circuiting right, but it turns out, I don't know what it did. We got my cat there, Rosie, and then we have my dog, Max. So they're gonna help me today to observe what I'm doing. So basically, we're just basically doing a redstone repeater thing. So I get kind of comments. Well, usually don't get any comments because you guys haven't commented, but it's only okay if you don't want to comment, fine. But I just need all the likes we can. Let's try to smash that like button and subscribe if you're new. Join the Wonder Station, and then leave a comment down below what is your favorite build. But to get started with the redstone repeater builds, we're going to need a few items that we'll be working with today. So for this, we're going to be grabbing our basic block we'll be using. We're using light blue wool. Sorry guys. I think we'll need redstone torches, mostly redstone dust, repeaters. I think we'll be using some redstone lamps. And I think maybe we'll need some buttons as well. But anyways, I'm gonna go look at the guide first until that. I'll be right back. I'll get you guys back when I'm done. Okay guys, I'm back. So I look at the redstone curriculum, and basically, now if you're in survival mode and you know how to craft redstone repeater, it's just 3 stones plus with redstone dust and 2 redstone torches. Okay, sorry about that. So I had to think of something for a sec. But the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna create a redstone circuiting wire. So above this, we're gonna create something. We're gonna create like a little diagonal. So basically, redstone repeaters are basically part of the flip-flop top of the morning switches. We're gonna place a redstone repeater right there. Oh, actually, one second. This cool design gave me a brilliant idea. Please stop, Steven. So when I look at the redstone curriculum, it shows how we can use the data malfunction. I'm gonna have to look again, guys. One sec. Okay, so I basically built this little diagonal. I basically went across there, and I went 2 spaces there, and basically put a repeater that's facing that way, and I put a redstone lamp there because we could test this out. So the redstone torch basically has an affiliation with the redstone repeater if it's set to one of these ticks. You can basically know that everything is possible with a redstone repeater, but if I just place one down, it should light up the redstone repeater and the redstone lamp. The first object of the idea is it's called how you could track redstone power, because that redstone is so skeptical. It's basically running these right here, and this right here is mostly not burnt out, but it's basically turned on because of the redstone torch. You can also use a lever for this one, or a button. I'm just not using a button because it'll just only last a second. Create a little pulse shortener with the redstone lamp. We are back, guys. Look at the curriculum. Another cool way of using redstone repeaters is that I did this basically. So I basically created 3 wools down here, so I test out with using redstone lamp power. So the first one here is one done by using a lever that's connected to a repeater facing the wool, redstone to a lamp. Next, basically, is the one with redstone placed down, and we had one. And the third one, I want to test out what happens if I put one repeater that's facing towards this wool block, and you're facing the redstone lamp. Sorry about that. So basically, here's the plan.
So yes,
So if I turn this on, that repeater comes on, and that lights up the lamp. If I place a redstone torch there, it lights up this one. But if I place one on the block here, it does do nothing, or if I place it on right here, it doesn't do nothing. So my only cause is that if I can put a lever there, if I place a lever here, it don't work. Maybe let's try the top. Okay, so it does work with the top because one repeater turns on, but the other doesn't. So basically, I do not want to know how this works, but if you look closely, most of the redstone lamps are skeptical. So if I place 2 on the top here, they light up because of the redstone power. If I place one right here, this turns on, but I have to place one here until it turns on. And luckily, redstone torches are basically burned out because they're turned on because of redstone skepticism. Redstone skepticism. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. Another cool way to design this is that if I place, basically what I did was I placed another redstone lamp here, but I placed a repeater facing that way and a repeater facing that way. So when both of them are part of the anti-skepticism, the first thing I want to do is I want to place a torch right here. So this does do nothing, but if I place a torch here, it does something. Well, technically because I had to place a piece of redstone right there after I finished the build. So, because nothing works here, because if you look closely, the repeater's not turning on because it's facing that way. We wanted to turn on this redstone lamp. So, if I delete this redstone repeater, and make sure if it faces this way, or if it faces the other way. And so we connect it towards the repeater, with the redstone lamp, I'm sorry. By using a redstone torch, it will turn on this lamp itself. So, two parts of skepticism. So there is actually kind of one of the trolling parts that Mojang had basically not told us yet. When they say, obviously on that one interview at Comic-Con, where one of the redstone lamps are basically high power initiative, meaning that if you place a block on top, it lights the one up. If you place it on the sides here, it doesn't light up. So I want to make something clear that if we place a button on the redstone lamp, and if we press it, it's going to give us an idea. So let me show you guys. So we see, lights that block, also it lights up that little redstone liner there. So I think Mojang is trying to keep us a secret behind this. So it's kind of an oscillator build that's built like that way, instead of like going the opposite way. Alright, I'll be right back so I can show you guys the next one. Now, only in Java Edition, basically redstone has a contraction between the redstone torch that basically lights up the redstone repeater. So if I put it here, it basically lights it up. But another cool feature is that if I place a block underneath there with a torch on top, it doesn't do nothing. Well, that's because we need to add a redstone lamp. So with redstone coming up and down, we wanted to face that repeater, but we'll do a little something. We'll do a little physics right here. I'll place redstone around the whole place there, and if I add like a lever, it doesn't do nothing. That's because I need to delete this redstone lamp. There's no way I could turn it off because it doesn't allow me because of the redstone torch. But if we delete the burnout redstone torch and that block, and if you delete that redstone torch, try something. It's not bad, Alexa. Alexa, stop. If I turn that on, it flips off. See? It's like a little pulse shortener. Alright, I'm looking at the other one. Another cool feature about this build, if you're on either Java or Pocket Edition, there's a two contraption between one. First one is that if place redstone dust around your block on the top and bottom, and with the redstone lamp connected. If I place a torch right here, it lights up that block. If I place torch or like here for example, I place redstone with a redstone repeater trapped into the block here, and if I place it right there, it should light up everything. See? No mods, no tricks, no nothing. But if I put the burnout torch, then, or if I do like a redstone lamp trick, that turns on diagonal, do not turn on. Because the reason why that's turned on is because that's not no glitch. It's because this redstone line we made. It has a contraction between the burnout torch we put on and that right there. So you kind of get the use of how you can use this in Pocket Edition and Java Edition. Mostly on everything. Like Java, you have it on Java, Pocket, Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS3, PS5, PS4, PS5. Sorry guys, so PS5. You also have Wii U, Nintendo Switch. I think on Microsoft PC and like Apple or Android and education. So all of those editions on like different like software types can like have like a second contraption. And one last thing with the Redstone Repeater is that you can, if you place a Redstone Repeater down, you can set it to any tick you want. From here to 1, 2, to 3, and to 4. And then if you place like redstone right here with a torch, it lights that up. If you place a redstone lamp, it lights that up. Place one on the other side, it lights it up. Place one on the top, that don't light up. Place one on here, it lights it up. So that's how you can use Redstone Repeaters to create your little Arduino sets. So before we go, I want to show you how I use Redstone Repeaters on these projects. So basically, yeah. So if you look closely, the first thing I did was that if you look closely, I mostly use Redstone Repeaters when I did this elevator trick. But it looks like it's been malfunctioned. I did everything right. Probably because the way I set the pistons, that basically are the ones that basically activated me to go up. So I'll try to improve that next time. Also, another feature is I actually created like a redstone vending machine. Basically, I put everything inside of it, but in another video, I'll show you the mechanism of it. Or like this deluxe line system right here. Basically, there's like another little Arduino set right there with redstone connecting to it with the 2 redstone torches burning out. And then, yeah. Let's come here. And another cool thing is I also did was about with the classic JEP door. I have the classic one, which is only on Java Edition, where when the game became popular back then. So if you look on the back here, basically this is what it looks like. So when you create like a little Arduino set, yeah, sure. I don't know what it should be set to, like 2 ticks. But if I go, sorry, not showing you guys, if I come to this lever here, if I flip it up, it basically lights up. No malfunction with that, but I'll try to fix it. Or we have like the mono version of the classic JEP door, which is modified by using the PS4 Pocket Edition. So that, no, actually, no, wait, hang on a second. That was done in Java Edition. This became popular in Pocket Edition. So if you look closely, we basically created the classic JEP door, but we actually monitorized it. We add ourselves some droppers, the comparators, and then if you look closely, you will see that we did a lot of redstone circuiting with the Arduinos, and it's connected to the sticky piston and the piston as well. And then what we did was that we created a little button switch here, and if you put this right here, it creates this right here. And you kind of got this idea from that one YouTuber I watched. So if you haven't seen that, check that out the video. But anyways, that's it for this video. Want to see more, link down below. Go check out my boy's Ice Nice channel and some of the headquarters. And check out any of my other Minecraft videos. And be sure you give a like this video and subscribe to the Wonder Station and thumbs up for safety.
Like a Hellcat.